Hello, everyone, and welcome back to GodSaw's Turnbuckle. And today we are here with more predictions, and we will be predicting WWE Elimination Chamber 2026. And as of right now, it's pretty much a similar format to last year. It's going to be 4 matches, and we're going to find out what's in the box. Like I said, it's much like last year's where it was 4 matches, and then you had The Rock going after Cody's soul, and it led to John Cena's elimination, or not elimination chamber win, but because he won it beforehand, but his heel turn on that particular show. So I feel like the what's in the box gimmick, whatever they're doing there, is something to be more intriguing for the show itself, or at least lead to believe something intriguing is going to happen. We will predict that as well. I'll kind of do that at the end of the show. And as of right now, again, we will go with the other 4 matches. I will start with the 2 Elimination Chamber matches. And first, we will be going with the Women's Elimination Chamber match. It is going to be Raquel Rodriguez going up against Asuka, against Kiana James, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Tiffany Stratton. And just looking at this Women's Elimination Chamber match, I do kind of look at it in terms of where everybody is storyline wise and everything right now. And honestly, I really only come up to 2 people potentially winning this Elimination Chamber match, and that would either be Rhea Ripley or Tiffany Stratton. It feels like everybody else is kind of in their own little other story to go along with it, and even Rhea is to a certain degree with that as well. But you have Kiana James, who's with Julia, and they've been kind of going after the tag team titles, but also Julia has the women's US title. Asuka's with Kyrie, they've been kind of doing their tag team thing as well. Alexa Bliss doing her thing with Charlotte Flair in the tag team division, and of course you also have Raquel Rodriguez, who's doing things with the Judgment Day at this point, and will they be going after the tag team titles as well? Though it would be probably the most intriguing thing, or at least maybe out there thinking that maybe it's going to be Raquel Rodriguez versus Jade Cargill, because you have Liv Morgan going after Stephanie Valkyrie, and you have both of the Judgment Day women going after women's world championships at WrestleMania. That is an intriguing thing with it. And I just don't feel like that's going to be the thing that they would go with. I do feel like they would go with who they deem to be the bigger stars in this case. So that does bring Rhea Ripley in there, who does probably get one of, if not the best reaction out of any of the women that are going out there to begin with. She definitely gets the loudest. And Tiffany Stratton as well. They've always been really high on Tiffany Stratton. And you do have the aspect of what happened when Jade Cargill won the title. She did basically destroy Tiffany Stratton, so it could be a little bit of a revenge factor to go along with that, and trying to get her championship back after what happened at the Saturday Night's Main Event in November, where Jade won the championship. And honestly, that's where I feel like they're going to go with this. I do feel like Rhea Ripley and Io Sky are probably going to be doing something within the women's tag team division at WrestleMania itself on that one. And my prediction for this is going to be Tiffany Stratton. It just feels like the more logical choice, because you do have a built-in story between Jade and Tiffany to go along with that. And I just feel like that is the option that they're going to go with. So my prediction is going to be Tiffany Stratton. And up next, we do have the Men's Elimination Chamber match. It is going to be Trick Williams going up against LA Knight, Javon Evans, Randy Orton, Jey Uso, and Cody Rhodes. And, much like the Women's Elimination Chamber match, I do feel like there's probably only one of 2 people that would probably win this match, people who would probably have some form of storyline with Drew McIntyre going into WrestleMania, though there would be a lot of intrigue in this one to see if they would go a completely different route, though I don't feel like that's going to be the case. The 2 people that I'm really looking at in this one is going to be Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. Trick Williams, He's been doing great on the main roster. You know, he was always great down in NXT. The crowd just feels like they want to get behind this guy on the main roster side, almost to the point that they may want to consider him being more of a babyface down the road versus being a heel. So maybe they just change up who he's going after or anything like that. I don't feel like you need to change Trick Williams up too much to be considered a babyface on that one. LA Knights, honestly, I do want to see him get a world title at some point in time, though I do feel like that he probably does have different WrestleMania plans for that. So I just don't see LA Knight being that one going after the WWE Championship. Javon Evans, again, he's been kind of just up on the main roster briefly. I'm glad to see him in this spot. And one of the big things with this is that hopefully he'll get some time to showcase everything in a bigger stage. Like for him and Trick Williams, this would be really big to be able to show off their abilities within this particular match and potentially get over for down the road. Jey Uso, I can't really see him when he is the replacement, or at least it is thought that he is the replacement because, well, a lot of people were kind of assuming, and it was actually kind of reported that Bronson Reed was supposed to win the triple threat between him, Jey Uso, and original El Grande Americano. But unfortunately, with the bicep injury that Bronson Reed got mid-match, they had to change plans. So Jey Uso is now in the match. So I don't necessarily see him winning this one and going on to face Drew McIntyre, mainly just due to the fact that he doesn't really have that much of a story with Drew McIntyre at this point in time, and there's nothing really in the past. There's some stuff in the past that you can kind of go off on that one, but I just don't feel like that's going to be the route that they're going, because the storylines right now that go with Drew McIntyre that are in this particular match are with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. And of course, there's Jacob Fatu as well. Will they do something with Jacob Fatu going into WrestleMania? Because Drew did cost him a triple threat match to get in this match itself. Now, again, I don't even really feel like it's, I really don't feel like it's going to be a one-on-one match at WrestleMania, but in terms of setting up everything, I don't feel like they're going to have Randy Orton go over in this match as well. I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes for this match. So yes, I do predict Cody Rhodes to win this and go on to face Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. But also, I don't feel like it's going to be a one-on-one match. There's a good possibility that they may find a way to make it a triple threat, or a fatal four-way to go along with it. Or this whole aspect of what's been going on with Cody Rhodes, especially with his story going off on Sami Zayn and quote-unquote coming out to help Randy Orton, or at least chase off Drew McIntyre, but not helping him out against Aleister Black. Maybe it's leaning towards Cody, maybe turning a little bit more heel down the road, or maybe this is a point where maybe Randy Orton turns on Cody Rhodes as well. We'll see how everything plays off, but for the winner of the match, I'm going with Cody Rhodes. And up next, we have the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. It is going to be Becky Lynch going up against AJ Lee, and honestly, I still feel like this is the WrestleMania match, though they do want to do something a little bit bigger inside of the Chicago area, considering, AJ Lee's ties to Chicago and CM Punk and everything to go along with that. So it's probably a good choice to maybe do this match here first, and then I feel like we're still going to get another one-on-one match at WrestleMania to go along with it, and that'll be a month and a half away, everything to go along with that as well. In terms of this match, like, this just basically goes all the way back to when AJ Lee returned to the WWE. She went after Becky Lynch because of the feud between CM Punk and Seth Rollins, and Becky Lynch had gotten involved in that. You had the WrestlePalooza match where AJ Lee tapped out Becky Lynch, and then War Games as well, where she tapped out Becky Lynch as again over there, and now she is back and getting a shot at the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And honestly, it'll be intriguing to see what happens with AJ Lee now that she is in a one-on-one match. This is literally her first one-on-one match since coming back. Like, obviously, you had the mixed tag at WrestlePalooza. It was 5v5 at War Games. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this match and how well she is able to go in the ring in a one-on-one setting. I feel like they've been kind of holding off on the one-on-one match for a while to maybe have her practice up more, everything to go along with that, so she can, keep up in the ring. I do anticipate this to be actually probably the most interesting match that of the particular night, just to see how everything ends out going. And storyline wise, it will be intriguing to see how they decide to go in terms of the winner here. My prediction for this will be AJ Lee in this particular match. Now, whether or not this is going to be either winning by pinfall, submission, or disqualification, that will be left up in the air, because there is a possibility that they have her win the match via disqualification to prevent a title change, and then you have the match again at WrestleMania. They could have her just outright win, and then Becky gets her rematch at WrestleMania to go along with it. But either way, I'm going with AJ Lee to pick up the victory. And up next, we do have the World Heavyweight Championship. It will be CM Punk going up against Finn Balor. And again, this was set up basically off of that really good match in Belfast, Ireland, between CM Punk and Finn Balor, where CM Punk beat Finn Balor. Then they were kind of teasing a potential face turn from Finn Balor, because CM Punk was like, Judgment Day's holding you back, everything on this side. And then Liv Morgan getting in the ear of Finn Balor as well. And basically, the reason why Finn Balor was not able, or basically went after CM Punk, was because he couldn't get into the Royal Rumble match. So he attacked CM Punk, forcing this match. Now, they are playing it off that I do kind of like how they're playing it off to a certain degree, because you have this whole thing where, quote unquote, the WrestleMania main event has already been set between CM Punk and Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns is going after the World Championship, and Finn Balor is there to try to ruin that potential Mania main event to insert himself into the Mania main event as well. So I do find the story to be a bit intriguing on that one, on that side of it. And honestly, it's one of those things where, at least build-up wise, I'm intrigued to see how the match is. The first match was really good. I anticipate this match to be really good as well. And honestly, I would like to say I'm going to go out there on a limb and say, oh, Finn Balor's going to win. Let's be real. It's this close to WrestleMania. You're already advertising CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. CM Punk is winning this match. I don't see any other outcome to this particular side. I wouldn't see them try to make it a triple threat or anything like that. Maybe they can pick up something after WrestleMania with Finn Balor going after the title again, or maybe he's going to go after a different championship at WrestleMania. It's yet to be seen, but I'm going to go with CM Punk to win this match. And finally today, we are going to go ahead and predict what's in the box. What's in the box? What is in this box? How much is it? What is in this box worth? We have no idea at this point in time. And honestly, there's been, if it's going to be a person coming out of the box, there's been two names that have been out there this entire time. One being Chris Jericho, and two being Danhausen at this point. And honestly, I was taking a look at everything and just seeing how everything is going with this one. And again, with the aspect of Chris Jericho coming up yet again for a WWE show, I went over to the AEW roster page. And as of right now, I am filming this on Wednesday, actually after AEW Dynamite. And lo and behold, who is there on the AEW roster page? Oh, it's both Chris Jericho and Danhausen. So as of right now, the likelihood of either one of them being inside the box is a very low chance to me, because again, when someone's left AEW, they are very quick about removing them from the roster page, and I don't think that would be any different here as well. I'm kind of taking them out of this entire thing at this point in time. Now that could change, because maybe that roster page does change over the next couple of days. Maybe they do get released officially, and they would potentially be able to show up in Chicago. That is a possibility. I'm just saying, as of right now, when I'm filming this, very unlikely. Other things that have been out there is like, oh, this is just going to be a promotion for one of their sponsors, or a promotion of a new version of the WWE 2K26 video game. Just promotional tactics to go along with it as well, because it does feel like a rather silly gimmick to have it be something, huge, coming out of the box. There's also a possibility that maybe it plays into Finn Balor's entrance for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it's him coming out as the Demon. That's what's in the box. I don't know on this one. This is a lot of speculation. You're probably wanting a prediction of what I think is going to be in the box, and I'm going to go with a promotional tactic. I'm going to predict that at Elimination Chamber, they're going to open the box, and it is going to be the logo for WrestleMania 44, not 43, because we know that's over in Saudi Arabia. It's going to be the logo for WrestleMania 44, and they're going to announce that's going to be in Chicago. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and predict on this particular side of it. Now, could it be something even huge, even bigger? Who knows? Who really knows on that one? Like, you could have said it would have been Brock Lesnar, but then why would they have had Brock Lesnar come out on Monday Night Raw to go on that side? I doubt it would be The Rock on that one. I just don't feel like he would do a gimmick of what's in the box on that side. So I'm going to go with a promotional tactic that they're going to announce WrestleMania 44 to be at Chicago as well. So that is going to be everything for the Elimination Chamber on this one. Feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments. Feel free to like the video if you so wish as well. If you are, still watching at this point in time, feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. And until next time, everybody, I hope you all take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great rest of your day.